welcome back to SourceFedNERD's Anime Club, where we watch the first few episodes of a series and give you our first impressions and thoughts on it. I'm Reina Scully.
I'm William Haynes.
Hey, Will.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. This week we watched Kuroko no Basketball, or Kuroko's Basketball. Yay!
Yay!
Except, you didn't enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy it completely because I don't know, it was too much for me. It was like they're so serious about
the sport.
Basketball, but you told me that apparently in Japan they take sports very seriously.
They do, actually. It's not just basketball. They take school clubs very seriously.
Yeah.
It's very labor heavy, and it kind of determines what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. So you want to choose your club very specifically when you're like in middle school or so, but in high school, your club kind of takes over your life. Like there's school, and then you go to your club, whatever it is, like activity,
So
and then
it defines the rest of your life.
kinda like.
What if I go to unicycle club?
Then you're gonna be on a unicycle for a long time.
Like I can only date unicycle girls?
Like, there's not like a divide between like the clubs and sports and stuff. You just become very diligent and determined, and I don't know what it is. I feel like it's supposed to teach you all the right values, like, you know, camaraderie and stuff like that, teamwork.
I got none of that, no wonder. I was on the badminton team.
Badminton team. In your high school?
In high school.
Oh. Are you really good?
No?
Oh. Let's first talk a little bit about the characters. It's really pivotal in this anime, especially because it's a sports anime. Every character plays a really integral role. Kuroko is the name of the main character, which is weird because he almost doesn't seem like a main character at first.
He doesn't.
Right? Kagami seems like the real character.
He
the real
comes
main
in
character.
halfway through the first episode.
He does.
But I will say, I love this character because this is the invisible guy, right?
This is the invisible guy. He's the one with the blue hair, blue eyes, and he is super good at misdirection.
We've all been there before. We've all been the one that's not been seen, the one behind the shadows. We've all felt like we didn't matter. And Kuroko knows what we're talking about. This guy is so unimportant that they don't notice him sitting in front of them.
Unimportant isn't the right word. Well, I mean,
And the show's about him.
It is.
He said, like, once
it's
again,
his basketball.
He said 0 words.
Yep.
Do you think he's cool too? Does it get you going?
No, I really like Kagami.
Is that the tall guy?
He's the big guy. Purr. Yeah, I like him. Why? You don't like either of them?
I mean, I
Whatever.
like Kuroko, but
Kuroko's cool.
what's his name? Kagami?
Yeah, Kagami.
Kagami is weird to me. Once
like
again,
him.
for my Naruto comments, he has a Sharingan. Why are his eyes red? You go to high school, man. You're not.
Yeah.
What drug is he on? Like, whose eyes are just red?
Right?
He's bloodthirsty, I think.
Yeah.
He eats like this much food, like whatever in amounts of food this could be. This much is just, I don't know about
He
this
does.
guy.
Yeah,
He seems like the kind of guy that would beat me up in high school. Like, I know it for a fact. Like, if I went to school with him, be like, hey, Kagame, you want to join badminton team?
a karate chop,
Death.
really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really like Kagami because, a little bit into his character, he is a transfer student from the U.S.
The
which
US.
which is what he is in the story.
See, I've lived there before.
Yeah, so have I. It's nice.
I'm there right now, actually.
Me too. Kagami is what you call the classic, like, really overly huge, overeating, very, like, aggressive character.
Yeah.
And I really like him because he obviously has a good heart. The story revolves around him and Kuroko, actually, and how Kagami wants to be the greatest basketball player in all of Japan, and he has that like vision of his is very, I think, skewed and different compared to the other high school students because he's from a U.S. high school, so he knows what real NBA is. He knows what the aspiration levels are. It's far different than what the Japanese aspire to. And at first, when he comes in, he seems kind of disrespectful. Like, you don't know shit. I'm from America. I'm huge. I'm gonna kick all your asses. But then he starts to get a better sense of camaraderie with all of his teammates, and he works really well with Kuroko. And Kuroko decides he's the misdirecting guy.
He just passes the ball. That's
He does,
his thing.
but it's phenomenal. It's magical the way he does it. Because at first everybody's like, "Oh, who even is he?" Like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were here," because he's so unnoticed. But he's actually extremely observant, and he's watching all the players. And it's kind of like being a magician, the art of misdirection. He very cleanly and specifically chooses moments to pass balls and swipe balls so that the other team don't realize what he's actually doing.
Actually, he doesn't even pass it. Like, people pass it to him, and he just slaps it.
He slaps it,
and
yeah,
he
I like
hopes,
that.
He's like, I hope that goes to somebody's hand.
No, but he's not hoping. He's doing it. He knows what he's doing it, which is what makes him cool. I really like that the coach is a girl because it's a run-on thing throughout the whole series where everybody kind of thinks that she's the manager of the team, because usually in Japanese high schools there are female students that take on managerial roles in the school's club, and that's how they devote their time to being in a club that's like sports, but they're not actually doing the sport. But she's the coach, and it's because her father is some sort of like champion athlete trainer or something like that, so she grew up around being able to like analyze physical strength and like
she can
strategy.
See people's bodies in numbers.
Yes, she can, in numbers. Yeah, she can calculate your BMI and
She had
stuff.
a Dragon Ball Z moment where Kadame, is that his name? Kisame? Kagami. She saw his body because she told everybody to take their shirts off.
Yeah,
which is
she's like, take them off.
She's like, take off your shirt so I can see what I'm working with. Exactly what she did.
Yeah.
Exactly what she did. And she's like, oh, Kagami's numbers are off the chart. She's like, over 9,000.
Oh my god, that's exactly what happened. One really pivotal argument I need to make, a lot of people obviously compare Kuroko's basketball to Slam Dunk. You haven't seen Slam Dunk, but I really want you to, even though you kind of seem disinterested in the whole basketball like genre of this anime.
It's just not a life or death situation, and they take it so
make
seriously.
It so. Yeah. I mean, that is an anime though.
Yeah.
They like over exaggerate like the most mundane of things.
Like, you're not gonna die if you lose basketball. I don't know, socially maybe,
but you will in an anime. Like, you'll die apparently.
Yeah, you're so strong.
Yeah. But you should give Slam Dunk a chance, just because Slam Dunk was a cultural phenomenon in Japan. It does not make any sense to actually compare Slam Dunk and Kuroko's basketball. You should appreciate them separately for different things, because Slam Dunk is very, very much a sports anime. The writer, the illustrator, the writer, that everyone on that staff knew everything about basketball, and they changed how Japan looked at basketball. There was actually an influx of people who started joining basketball in high school. Like, there was a complete...
Oh, really?
It like, not plateaued, but it just skyrocketed after Slam Dunk. And that's how pivotal of an anime that is, and a staple that is in like Japanese culture. So it's just silly to compare something that's almost as lighthearted as Kuroko's basketball to Slam Dunk.
I don't know, Reina. It sounds like they're both about basketball. They have to be the same thing then.
They are not at all. That's what bothers me. And people compare them and they're like, oh, Kuroko's never gonna be as good as Slam Dunk. Well, no shit. It shouldn't be. It's fine. It's lighthearted. It's funny. It's supposed to be that way. Slam Dunk was a masterpiece. Leave it alone. Don't compare them. It's fine. It's fine the way it is.
You mad?
I'm
mad?
I guess I am a little mad.
Oh.
So that's all we're gonna ramble on Kuroko's basketball this week. Next week, though, we're gonna be watching Hunter x Hunter because Will wants to watch a nice action anime.
I want to see somebody get stabbed.
Who knows? We'll see. It's all gonna be on next week.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out Hunter x Hunter, head on over to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd to get that free premium membership trial. Take a video of yourself telling us what you thought of it with your own personal reviews. Upload it onto YouTube with the hashtag SFNHunter, and you can join us back next week like these cool people.
Very rarely do you get a show where your main character's best ability is how terrible they are at something. So it was just interesting to see that. But other than that, I didn't really like the show that much. I actually enjoy sports for the most part. Basketball's probably not my favorite, but I can at least get into it. But this is just kind of boring, to be completely honest.
The sports aspect of this is easy enough to jump into as a non-sport fan. I can just get into the characters and get to where they're going. So I really like that. I love the art style for the actual games, where they've got very subtle, or maybe not so subtle, sort of light effects for when the ball's moved, so you get an idea of the speed and the direction that these balls have gone in, and how you kind of understand the gameplay without having to actually know the rules.
Kagami just seems to repeatedly be saying, I'm going to destroy the 5 elitists, I'm going to destroy them. Dude, it's a game. Chill. Enjoy yourself. But I do get that it is a really popular series, and I do kind of see why the voice actors themselves do a really great job at portraying the intense emotions of how they feel about the game itself.
I love sports animes. It's weird because I don't really like sports in real life. I'm not the most athletic. I prefer artsy things. I think because they're so ridiculous. Sports animes are always ridiculous. They're never realistic. It's not like you're gonna watch this show and be like, yeah, that's totally what basketball's like. It's not. I watched and read all of the original Prince of Tennis. There's like Prince of Tennis, or the new Prince of Tennis, which is like the next season or something. It's not as good, and it's the same thing. And like I've read, there's like Rebound, and there's Slam Dunk, and there's at least 3 other sports animes that are airing right now that I can think of. There's a ton of them, and they're all ridiculous.
Put it on your finger.
Put it on your finger
And
first.
then you're doing it better than
spin it first.
There's not enough space in an open range. I can do
We're
this.
so talented. I'm so Kagami. Yeah, bitch. Ooh.